Officer and also Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Now, I would like to request our Deputy Director, IQAC, Mr. Purbo, to address the gathering. I think Mr. Purbo is there. Yes, Mr. Purbo, I would like to request you to address the gathering and also welcome our honorable guest speaker.
Good afternoon, sir. I would like to take the opportunity to welcome you to our AdtU, though it's virtually. Still, we are very glad that you have gave your consent to give a speech or a lecture on higher education, role of rankings and benchmarking in higher education. So I will not take much time, sir. Now the platform is yours. You can give your valuable inputs or lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Purva. So, may I start my presentation with the permission of Dean IQAC?
Yes, sir. Please start.
Thank you.
Please,
thank you, madam. Okay,
thank you so much. Yeah.
So I think, may I audible, and I think you can see my presentation slide, is it?
Yes, yes.
Thank
yes,
you.
Sir.
So welcome, and thank you very much, the authority of Assam Downtown University, and you invited me, the speaker here, and welcome all of you here presented. Special thanks to Dean IQAC and who has introduced here me, and some delegations from Downtown University as well as from Daffodil International University. So I'm going to introduce about the details regarding the excellence in higher education system, that the topic role of rankings and benchmarking. This is Professor Fazlul Haq, Director, Institutional Quality Assurance and Daffodil International University. First, I'd like to focus the part of university and internationalization. Actually, the universities, world universities increasingly orienting themselves to the global engagement in the form of internationalization. And also the higher education ACA institutions reframing their missions, purpose, and functions. You know, the day by day our targets, our vision is being changed. Based on these things, also the university is trying to change their mission and vision with the respective purpose of the new demands of the world. The cutting-edge curricula in higher education is actually the well-defined and prescribed of the course studies. And if we see from here, the curriculum design and review, this cutting-edge curricula, that is actually the know the curriculum, know your learners, leading change, know your community. It's actually interactive session, interactive education. And that is actually based on self-assessment that facilitate the integration of the procedure in redesigning, modernizing, and updating the curriculum. I'll come to the point details. And I would like to request the audiences here, you can note it down. If you have query or some others, you can have the session later. It doesn't matter. I think it will be interactive session today also. Globally accredited university rankings, normally the populars are Times Higher Education, World University Rankings, and the academic rankings, World University, AdtU, and QS World University Rankings. And apart from that, there are two additional rankings, that is University at Strength 1 and U Multi-Rank allows to produce their own rankings based on their own preferences. Ranking of DIU, Daffodil Engineering University, I'm just coming to the point here. We are the positions here. What is behind actually? What efforts we provided to get these rankings actually. The QS World University Rankings Asia 2021's Daffodil International University was positioned. Then DIU has achieved in world leading Times Higher Education Impact Ranking also 2021. That is the range between 301 to 400. Then I'd like to mention that DIU has also achieved top position again in Bangladesh in UI Green Metric World University Rankings 2020. You can see the position here. Also, DIU included in the Schema Summa Institution Ranking 2020 and Global Journal Ranking Institutes. DIU is also top private universities as per Scopus Index publication in 2020. That means we are actually giving focus on the index paper, especially Scopus Index paper. And university, you can see the Bangladesh University Engineering Technology, Buet, Dhaka University, some other. That is the position of Daffodil International University. And if we see from here, the publication, actually our target was like this, and we achieved this this position in also 2020. DIU is the second ranked university among all private university Bangladesh in 2020 also. You can see the ranked in position and their links is also given. The Daffodil International University, their position and something, it is associated link is mentioned also here. Now we come to the point, how this actually we achieved here. The university ranking, of course, must depends on the successful implementation of the core activities of institution quality assurance cell. IQAC has a vital role here actually. Also, if I say in India, IQAC is a mandatory requirement proposed by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. And you know, both parties we are here actually, we had to understand the importance of IQAC of an institution and what IQAC can provide. Based on this effort, what actually we can gain, we can achieve. That's the beginning. I have just shown to you that what our achievement. You know, the quality assurance areas, self-assessment department, we do practice exercise, and it is actually the common. There are some 9 criteria actually the quality assurance provide here. Governance, curriculum, student admission, physical facilities, teaching, student support, staff facilities, research, process management, and so on. And you know, the Bangladesh government and World University jointly had the project here, very powerful and very innovative and very creative and very impressive project. It was Higher Education Quality Enhancement Project, HECA, financed by World Bank and the governments, peoples of the Republic of Bangladesh. University Grants Commission guided us, and it was just introduced here. An establishment of IQACs at the universities creates an enabling framework to provide quality education. rationale of establishment of IQAC program in Bangladesh, it's actually the more closely aligned to the needs of the society and the country. And there is increasing demand from the stakeholders on the higher education institution to be more accountable of their activities. Actually, that is also I'll come to the point, industry academia like this, skill-based graduate production from the university. And that is the actually self-assessment process, 5-year recycle. That means when self-assessment is done and external is coming from the outside, they are giving suggestion, recommendation, commendation. Based on this, actually, the departments are trying to improve the recommendations what the expert provided. And it is actually 5 years recycle. After 5 years, then what we see, what is actually going on, what they need to do. It's a very specific structured process provided by the self-assessment process flow from IQAC. And general objective of the IQAC at DIU, actually we ensure the quality culture. That means also we would like to develop a sustainable quality assurance mechanism. We would like to produce actually skilled graduates. That's our main concern actually, and to make effective contribution in creating knowledge-based society through research and development. And for this, what actually we can introduce to the courses or curriculum, that is outcome-based course curriculum. That means it replaces actually traditional content-based curriculum, as the newer version of curriculum focuses more employability. You know, especially the subject matter who needs accreditation like engineering part, law subjects or science, others aspect, business, international accreditation. That actually the recent demand is very highly things that they are providing this outcome-based curriculum to the course of the quality. This actually, I would like to mention one thing, that this thing, what if we maintain here, if we do this way, this actually will facilitate ranking process of the university. That means if we maintain this way, then it will facilitate to make the ranks in the university in international area. And also some specific objective of IQAC DIU, what actually we do for the departments, for the different entities or different wings. We actually develop the course objectives, student-centered teaching learning methods, knowledge and skill of students. We provide support to the departments to do self-assessment, external peer review, implement quality culture at the university. We would like to conduct research on quality education and prepare the university to meet the external quality assurance assessment, like the accreditation requirements. There is actually very good links with accreditation and some international and national accreditation also. I'll come to the point just a little bit later. I'd just like to continue these things. Some slides here can come, some same information or some additional information. What my specific needs, I will explain here. Some of the function I consider ensuring quality. The documentation is very important. Then as a nodal agency of the institution coordinating, that is also important. And development of quality culture in the institution. And also the semi-annual monitoring report and quarterly financial management report also very important, which can be provided to the IQAC Quality Assurance Cell unit of the University Grants Commission, and also by their guidelines frequently submit to there. That means they also monitor us what actually we are doing inside the university. Stage inclusive quality assurance in Bangladesh, if we say the first stage actually, the policy guideline quality assurance unit in University Grants Commission. then IQAC, Institution Quality Assurance South, then program level, institution level 2, consecutive part heads, and third stage actually recognition accreditation stage. Accreditation stage, Bangladesh Accreditation Council, you know, this is very important, powerful body also in Bangladesh apart from UGC. Bangladesh Accreditation Council, what they're going to do, if any university, any department provides any program, they would like to conduct any program, they must get accredited from Bangladesh Accreditation Council. That means like they have very limited or very specific demands to the program, to the university. They will give some, actually they are working a couple of years after the consultation of all professors of the different universities, all experts from the different universities from outside, they initiated a form. Okay, so program level, the head of the department will have to apply to the Accreditation Council. And if we could maintain their criteria, and if they will actually say, okay, you are okay, now you can communication engineering program, then electrical and electronic engineering program, then business administration. This is different program. So now Bangladesh Accreditation Council, they are approved by the Bangladesh government, and they are going to introduce, already they introduced, but officially just within a couple of months we are going to apply for all programs to the Accreditation Council. That is the quality assessment of higher education, and they will have to face these things to the Accreditation Council. That means they have to actually prove that themselves, yes, they are quite fine, they are quite okay. Their physical, academic environment, everything actually okay to conduct this program at the university level. And Bangladesh Accreditation Council also conducted many workshops or something. Director IQAC also present there, and there's a very comprehensive session, a couple of days training session. Actually, their process is like this. They are giving training to the IQAC director, additional director, or some other respective persons. Where they can give support to the university, what actually have to do to the program levels, and what they will submit to the Accreditation Council. So also in this prospect, IQAC, my team, our team, actually arranged this type of workshop or some other seminars related to the accreditation to the university for the different departments and entities. And that is also some other aspects of the part of this workshop or sub-training. Now I'm coming to the point of very important part for COVID-19 pandemic issues. Yet at least 63 million students worldwide have been cut off from education. So what actually we are doing now? Because the education system has been transformed to the new one actually from the traditional system, because now online education, but education is still going on. But what we are actually doing, face-to-face, many things there, but online education, many new tools, methods coming here, what actually we are doing, how we are conducting the lesson, and how we are maintaining also the quality of this education. So I'd like to say the new normal accepting, and that is, of course, artificial intelligence technology is a blazing, and artificial intelligence, we are actually using these BLC techniques or some other techniques. The digital steps of sustainability, you know, the smart video blended learning center, that is the common phenomenon, the common tools we can use for online education. Daffodil International University actually has own platform, blended learning center. By this, actually, we are providing now online educations. And I would like to mention here one thing, dear audience and participants, just little bit from here. I'd like to show the practical things from here. If all respective participants here, I'd like to suppose one of my course, computer networks, you can see here. And that is the online fully blended learning center here, and my course is there. All courses of Daffodil University in BLC now. My course, student can see from my everything from here. That is my short profile, my introducing part of this, the course rationale, attendance. Look here, suppose lesson 1, lesson plan, lesson slide. That is actually pre-recorded class. That means in the studio, we recorded this, okay? The student can see from here, okay? After recording class, we can take in the direct class. That means the live class. Either we can use Big Blue Button or Google Meet. After having class, we are also storing this video live class. So that means, look, one class, lesson plan, lesson slide, reflection of the lecture, that means forum, in all parts, all information is associated here. Okay, so all things we can use. One student, what actually one student needs? Student needs lesson plan, lesson slide, video lecture, audio, then others related information, materials. We can also doing the homework from here, class test, everything. That is transparent. The very innovative things in definitely International University. It is already recognized by the government as well as UGC and BSc that if some expert is required at the national level, they're asking to us, okay, send one expert to your university for blended learning center for online education. So that means that suppose quiz is transparent. The tools is here. We can produce 20 different MCQ questions with different unit, different values. Suppose 20 students are attending one class test, MCQ. 20 students at the same time, they are getting different question, different units. We are supporting from this BLC. That means we are trying to reduce the cheating or some other copying from the assessment, because assessment is very important in this aspect. So really, regularly, every month, we are providing the report from the BLC. There is a strong team, 50% persons are working in this place. I am also working there. Every month, we are providing a report to the university management who is doing work under below satisfactory level, what course structure is not okay, where assessment or others criteria work or some is not okay or good, we are providing. We are trying to find the best practices from the university. University encourages us to do what we can provide to do. So that's from the just or online education we are providing at the university level. So now the time to the industry expert academia for the first and university industry partnership sustainability will have just staggered progress among key players for universities. And that is some stages given here. If you have time enough, you can see later from my slide, just from the point of view I can mention here. And education 4.0. Universities actually need to provide unrivaled student experience and forefront of knowledge education. Actually, education 4.0, what does it mean? Actually, it is a large proportion of future students. That means they're actually looking for flexible approaches to learning. That means then the class in the board, we are providing the lecture. No, actually the real time situation, what they need, very relaxed way, they'd like to learn. Even the both parties can enjoy the situation. The university, the Professor John Dewar, Vice Chancellor, the Law Firm University of Australia, he mentioned that I think University 4.0 is an era in which the traditional status hierarchies of university will be challenged. And convergence of higher education with technology. Okay, so if we see that here, the challenges faced by universities, that means the cohort learning, the traditional system, the fixed education structure, single space of learning, face-to-face knowledge dissemination, limited counseling system, and knowledge based in physical libraries, and need to the higher education solution, what emphasis we have to emphasize personalized and adaptive learning and cognitive flexibility to tailor education. And also we need to assess, or we need to help teachers assess students' interests and strengths. And also we need to introduce the encouraging critical thinking and proactive approach of learning for students. And technical innovation, improvising higher education. That is what I said by just to after that's the use of LMS of ERP. I can just mention here the dear participants and audience here. this actually now very much effective LMS learning management system, what I mentioned here, that blended learning center we are using, that is online assessment and data analytics are enabling teachers understanding student performance. Actually, after having 1.5 year, actually Daffodil International University using this BLC 10 years back. But now the impact is high because now totally online education is taking place here. That's why we now are very mature. We understood what are our drawbacks, what we have to do, and we have taken initiatives. And day by day, we are being that is being changed actually by the assessment or by the evaluation of the teachers. And we had some all teachers here, respective teachers of this university. Really, they really hard work for the students. 5 stakeholders, I'd say 4 stakeholders: university management, teachers, guardians, students, alumni. Actually, they really work hard to promote our education system. You know why I'm saying this? Because teachers developed this BLC using tools. They did hard work. They use many times for workshop. I could say I attended more than 50 workshops only for blended learning center for last 1 year. And they introduced a very nice platform, teachers. Students also, they are interactive. Students also getting this from their village, their rural areas. University Grants Commission, even my university, giving the data support. If Daffodil International University just log in this blended learning, his debt will be automatically less price. Okay, that is we are giving support. Even financially, the tuition fees also guardians are providing more or less. So that's why I'm saying that's the environment we could create, and we could just introduce to the nation that how this way. It's a model university, Daffodil International University, for online education. In this moment, I can assure you. And this is the feature of University 4.0. That is, university actually provide on-demand learning in multiple modes. And there will be a move from degrees and only for credential offer. And there will be a much stronger focus on career management of students. And university will become physical sites for co-location and research collaboration with industry. And also the thinking out of the box, some information teaching transformation, personally adaptive learning, assessment, reimagine, intelligent digital and physical states, also the contributions of the based on if artificial intelligence and other technologies become used. And that is the not for least, the university STEM education. We know the STEM education in 21st century, that's the demand. What is actually this? That is actually science, technology, engineering, mathematics. We know we can have the social science subjects, we can have some other subject, political science, law, but actually everybody, we must have to use this technology. Any subject, even language subject, English language or other subject, not engineering subject, if you would like to introduce through the online education, technology must first you need to learn. That's why STEM actually, this idea, this educating students in specific discipline, where they are being graduated, it doesn't matter, but at least they would gather some knowledge. They can survive to the new challenges world. That's the concept of the university STEM education. So, and you know that countries with the most STEM now graduating from China, 4.7 million, India, 2.6, United States, and so on. That is the statistical report we can provide from here. And that is, my dear students, if anybody is here, you present from this university, I'd like to also request here that you can promote yourself from here. And last, at least I can give thanks to the moderator, convener, co-convener, dean, for supporting me and for inviting me. And that's from my side. That's we are doing actually in this university. I hope your university, we can share our both parties, we can share knowledge to each other, and we can gain many things from here. So thank you very much. Now I am giving to the floor to the moderator.
Thank you so much, sir. It was indeed a quite resourceful presentation, and like we are actually preparing for NET in the upcoming years. So it is really very helpful. There are some questions from our side. So I would request Mr. Purbo to take over.
Thank you very much, sir. Your slides are very much thoughtful, and we are also looking for we are also looking forward to participate in global rankings in coming years. So it was a very thoughtful and resourceful slides. So, sir, when we talk about improvement of quality of education, and we know that when we talk about quality, it is reasonably unquantifiable. So, what role does the ranking play in the improvement of quality education? I want to know your views, sir.
Sir,
So
sorry.
yeah.
Sir, kindly unmute yourself.
Yes, sure. Thank you. So thank you very much, Purva. Actually, it's very good questions, because the quality, if we maintain quality, but if we don't get any recognition, like papers, you are doing thesis, you are doing good works, but you have no papers, no conference papers. That is like this. So one thing is, first I'd like to say, yes, quality education here means, do you have how many PhD holders at your university? I'd like to say first, because even accreditation council, they count in your department how many PhD holder you have. Second, how many international papers, good papers, quality papers you are publishing every year. Okay. Third thing is, what actually the curriculum? Are you providing outcome-based curriculum? What about your graduate status in the market? Are they in good position? They need a good sort of list here, what they are doing actually. So that means your product, your quality, and your publication. I think if you can maintain this way, so I think the accreditation or rankings, I think you will get it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So secondly, if I am not wrong, US and PHE, they uses parameters like academic reputation, employer reputation, international faculty, international students, and some perception-based survey. So what do you think, when they use those kind of parameters, up to what extent they capture the essence of institutional excellence?
Okay. Of course, but there is a one thing is, I mean what you are saying, that although having some good qualities, actually they are not getting. You know, I can say one thing, we also must learn actually how to apply. We have everything, but we are not introducing ourselves, we are not focusing information. That means, suppose in university, you have many information, but you are not applying, you are not giving the information properly. So what I would say, they are doing very carefully. So look here, some information they will not ask you, some information they will get you from your website. So do you think your website is properly maintained? Are you uploading all necessary information regularly, maintaining? So what I would suggest you, that your university website, your department website, your every teacher's website, publication, other related student and alumni information, it will be rich. Some information they will pick up from the website directly. So if this way, this good university maintains, of course, they will be the top ranked.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So as an university, we have different stakeholders, as you have said in your slides, like students, academics, faculty, all of them are our stakeholders. So what kind of impact, or what is the impact of ranking and benchmarking on those various stakeholders?
Okay, thank you. Very good questions. Suppose in self-assessment, before giving the accurate answer, exact answer, I'll explain little bit one things. In self-assessment, there is 5 ways you have to do it in self-assessment. One is student self-assessment. One is teachers assessment. One is market stakeholders assessment. There is a common marks. Suppose 50 questions given to the stakeholders. There is a common, 20 questions are common. Now we'll see the statistical deviations. What students said, are they satisfied this course? Or what stakeholders saying, are they satisfied for the students' performance? Or what teachers is saying. If there is a deviation is too high, then we are saying there is something is wrong. If market says, yes, your graduate is okay, what they need, then it's okay. The impact is, I am saying, if my production from the university, they are in good positions, they are in top positions. If market says, yes, this Daffodil International University producing a good number of graduates here, we are giving jobs. And also they ask what your job ratio of this program. So that means totally actually this combination will must impact to get the rankings actually.
Noted, sir. So lastly, sorry, I'm taking too much time. Lastly, sir,
It's
you
okay.
have talked about you have talked about sustainable higher education, and you have talked about university education 4.0. So I would like to ask you one question, sir. Do you believe ranking agencies effectively capture the social impact created by the universities in their impact parameters?
I think so, because what can I say? I joined several suppose Times Higher Education conference. I joined several conferences there. I know their status, their performance parameters, and what they are maintaining. It's really fully assessed. They do. They top to bottom. They do actually. I can say you, especially Times Higher Education and QS ranking, what way they are doing. I can say one thing. Yes, we applied many times, we did not get. Yes, I truly am saying. That means 2020 that actually what our lackings were. And they suggested us that maybe this way you are not getting. After that, we fulfill the requirements, then we got. So I can say yes, they are really maintaining.
Okay. Okay, so from your presentation, we came to know that now you are ranked in QS Asia and also in some other ranking agencies rank. So as a new university, we are also trying to participate in those ranking agencies or rankings, or university ranking as well as Asia and other rankings. So, sir, you have a lot of experience. You have worked a lot with ranking agencies. So I'd like to know from you, sir. So how do you feel about future of higher education?
Yes, of course, thank you. As I said, one thing is, actually, we have to come to the transformation system. We have to be very matured and smart. Here, smart, I means not a good clothes or good sunglasses. It's not like this. Smart here means actually you are a skilled and knowledgeable person. If you know, you can have job. It doesn't matter. Where are you from? It doesn't matter. So that's why you know already our admission system in Daffodil International University, there's a robot. We are introducing their robot will facilitate the coming students for getting admission. We are trying to do it. So now look here, how many people are working there and how many people will get jobless there. So that means it's a very challenging. If we don't think this way, that is, look here, this smart education BLC platform, I say, you have to, in university, you will have to introduce this education. Because what you will do, if 3 years not coming students to the, you don't, pandemic situation, what the going on. Do you think that education system will be stopped? No. This platform, we have to introduce the education. So I'm saying that in future, education system, some parts, apart from phase by phase, education, online education will be also continued, because tradition is already going on. Some peoples will get education at their home. This is their demand. So we have to face these difficulties, but we have to accept this. Many debate, but actually we have to accept it. So I would like to give you one suggestion that since Daffodil International University, the 2020-21 years is, it was started 64 students only. Now around 20,000 students in this university. It doesn't mean that this university, it's not a higher class, wealthy family student. No, it's a middle class. Middle class family students come to the university, they find first quality. So that means this university will 100% maintaining quality. So we are really, the honorable chairman of this university, Dr. Muhammad Sabur Khan, vice chancellor, deans, heads, associate heads, and respective officials of this university, they really work hard for this. And we are really, all times, our management accept the new tools, new technology. Okay, when any new technology is there, they will come to the university, the people will come, okay, learn to the teachers, you learn and apply to this. This is very, very nice place for you, or for all teachers, they can do it this way. So this question what you ask me, so get ready to face the challenges. We have to do it, we have to accept it. Thank you.
True, sir. Thank you, sir. Any other members have any question? They can ask.
May I put my opinion, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So thank you very much to this active program. I have observed from the beginning